This is Party Hard 2. We're on Xbox One X. It is apparently not enhanced, but that doesn't really matter because it still looks pretty sleek. It's got a bumpin' soundtrack that hopefully you're able to hear, and yeah, it's a game that's all about murdering folks, essentially. It's a poor guy that I kind of relate to because he just wants to get some sleep, and there's people always partying, which makes it, kind of hard for him to be able to do that sort of thing. And you just jump in as this character. You go about killing folks. Well, you've got targets, you've got missions. There's like a certain style and story to it as well. You get some cinematic points. But generally, they've just really improved the formula, the style of game here. They've done a really, really great job in that regard. It's fairly impressive. And it's got some neater other mechanics, such as like the weapon selection, the rooms, the style of it. It's really, really quite cool. And it's actually fairly strategic too. You got to be smart about it. Oh, well, they actually knew who I was. I didn't think they actually knew who I was there. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. So anyways, it's got 14 levels, 2 boss fights included in this version, because you got to remember the first one. This is kind of an expansion upon it, and way different visually. I love the aesthetic. I think it's really cool how they still have that original feeling, but they've sort of upgraded it. And I'm showing the first level. I don't really want to spoil anything. We might show parts of the second level. I don't know. That might be as far as we go with this one in terms of the content, just because it's kind of fun to experience it for yourself. And I don't know if we should hide these bodies or not. Not entirely sure, but you go around, you kind of activate traps, you get different weapons, different tools, you got some neat abilities. There's different playable characters that you can take on the role of, and some neat other mechanics too, an intriguing story of anger and intensity, and you can interact with NPCs, which is kind of cool, something a little bit different. They just, they really have fun with things, and I think that's kind of cool. It looks like there's people kind of lifting bodies. There's too many folks here. Is he coming after me? I don't know if he's coming after me or not. Let's get the Molotov going there. But as you can see, it's just got some really neat mechanics to it. Some different style visually and just atmosphere-wise. I think they kind of really nailed the mark on this one. It's a significant sort of improvement over the first game in regards to the designs of the levels, what you can do in the levels, the interactivity. It's really quite marvelous. They just give you a lot of really cool things to do, and they got that same level of quirkiness. Like there's some funny stuff in here, like the cops will come right and they'll come and get you, like you saw like a few seconds ago, or you'll have the ambulance people and they'll drive in and they'll actually kind of like run people over and stuff. Like you could even get run over by them. It's quite humorous, and you got to kind of watch what's going on too. There's a lot of strategy within this game and within this series. I do actually highly suggest playing the first game if you've never actually played that one, because it's really quite cool. Great music, obviously, as you've been seeing. It's just kind of bump it along. And I don't know if we should unleash the super ability, but we're gonna do it, and we're gonna try to run out of here. Oh crap, he's calling the cops. We're gonna try to make our dastardly escape, but it might not be easy. Oh, they know what's up. They know something's happened. Oh no, we'll put on the second level though at this point. So this is the second level. As you can see, it's quite different from the first in regards to the goals and the setup. So it's a little bit different from the last one. You're not necessarily just killing people. You have alternate options. See, we can kill everyone, take money from the safe, bribe a punk, or we can kill dealers and kill bikers and kind of exit that way. So it's neat how they have different layers to the objectives in this one. You get a little bit more choice in how you want to tackle certain situations, how you want to get things done. And I think that's kind of fun, it really does mix up the action. They give you so much creativity in regards to, how you want to deal with people and the situation of surrounding things. It's quite interesting. And generally just a very unique experience. Oh geez, the bouncers got me. I love the strategy element of this as you're trying to figure things out, trying to get the best setup in order to eliminate your targets. You do it in a stealthy fashion, or you could be really aggressive, and sometimes that works for you too. It's about circumstance and situation as the NPCs go about doing their own thing, and you just gotta be sort of smart about it. There's also a bit of a crafting system too, which is kind of cool. Are these guys all paying attention? The guy's like a meth person. Might be able to just get out of here. Oh, there's a shortcut there. That's cool. Sneaky, sneaky. They give you again, just all these tools to get the job done. I think that's just so much fun to see. So the hookah will hopefully get that guy. I think we're actually gonna just kill all these folks here, because that might be the easiest way to get that room done. And you can be all tactical like that right there, or you could be aggressive like I've been and just get the job done on the cuts. Or you can go find other weapons, like there's secret pills over in the bathroom. And that's why I'm kind of showing off just the first couple levels too. Is I think from a perspective, you might want to come in here a little bit fresh and not have, the whole experience sort of, I don't know if ruin's the right word, but kind of revealed for you ahead of time, because so much of the fun, at least for me in this series, is coming around here, figuring out what exactly I need to do to get the job done, and then working from there. And it's kind of a treat to have all these new designs and new ways to kind of interact with things, because it gets wild. Yeah, totally eliminated those guys. That ability's really helpful. And then all the paramedics coming in. It's neat, running around attacking people. It seems like a silly game. It seems like a really murder-driven game, and it is. But at the same time, it's just a guy that wants to, get a little bit of rest. And can you really blame him for wanting to have some rest? These party goers, it would drive you crazy too. I've lived next to a party house. It's quite a lot to deal with when you just want to get some sleep in. And I think that kind of makes this guy a little bit relatable to some degree, except not everybody snaps and loses it. But genuinely, just a really cool game. Really neat art aesthetic. I don't think my instinct ability is up, otherwise I would totally just pulverize this whole group here. That would be the best way to kind of get it done. And it may not seem like there's a lot of action. And did I mention the co-op, the local co-op? There's a local co-op in this one too. But I'm just kind of being smart in regards to how I want to deal with these guys, because you got to be clever. You got to be smart, otherwise you get caught. And nobody likes getting caught when you're trying to get out there on the dance floor and just murder people, am I right? But you can dance too if you want to get into the action, get a little bit of the jiggy going. Again though, if you've never played the first one, you really should check that one out too. If this is something that's interested you and you've never heard of this franchise before. Or you can also, yeah, this guy steals the show for sure. Or you can also just play this one too. I mean, I think it's kind of easy to jump into story-wise. The story's very, very light in terms of content. It just kind of gets you going there. Is that Harley Quinn over there? And that's the one fun thing is that, I kind of mentioned that a little bit with the Easter eggs, but they got so many little references in this one, and I think that's kind of exciting to see. So how many people are actually, visible if I stab this guy? Okay, that guy was. See, another problem in this one is that everybody kind of beats up on you if they actually see you doing something. The regular people come in and they cause problems. Oh, what are you gonna do? Call the cops? The cops are already coming. So I'm hoping my strategy here works, where I can kind of evade them long enough so that I can do the escape here and then kind of actually evacuate out of this place. Hee hee. Oh, except that guy is fast and our guy does not move quick. Yeah, they got me. The cops are sometimes a little too clever in this one, in my opinion. But hopefully he doesn't notice and we can make it to the escape point. very casually, but yeah, it's a really cool series. It's a lot of fun. I know this wasn't necessarily the most in-depth like discussion on it, but that's really what the game is. It's about exploring, getting stuff done, and being successful at your job.